Howdy, folks. Uncle Bill here.
And the Creepy Kentuckian from DEADPIT.com. Uncle Bill, we got something pretty cool planned for this mini episode.
We decided to do something different this time because we're always doing, horror hauls and interviews and things like that. So we thought, why not try something that all the kids would enjoy, which would be the trailer park. Everybody loves the trailer park.
Everybody likes playing around the trailer park, getting high in the trailer park, kicking the shit out of their wife in the trailer park. So, that ain't funny, Uncle Bill. We ain't supposed to laugh about domestic disputes.
You're not supposed to laugh about nothing at all.
There's all kinds of mean assholes like Vince Vaughn at trailer parks.
Well, Vince Vaughn? What the fuck did Vince Vaughn do?
Don't you remember domestic disturbance?
Oh, really? I swear to God, it's weird that you mentioned that. I just watched that movie like a week ago. And holy shit, is that movie like 90s just stupidity. Vince Vaughn's always walking around chasing after that little kid. Shut up. Don't you say nothing.
Let me tell you something, you little son of a bitch. You better shut your mouth.
Don't you say a fucking word, I'll kill you.
So this is kind of a concept that we come up with that we're going to start it off slow. So this is just like a 7-minute collection of old classic horror movie TV spots from the 1980s primarily. And we're going to see how you guys like it, because technically we can do more of these. There's an endless amount of these to do. So if you dig this sort of thing, I know we do feature-length commentaries from time to time. We did Spookies just this past week. But this is one that's kind of like a rapid-fire version of that. So especially with this one, because these are primarily 30-second TV spots of horror films from the 80s.
Which is going to be amazing, because I haven't seen a lot of these in probably 30 years or something like that. And I can remember like a lot of the TV spots for a lot of these movies, so it's going to be wild to go back and revisit them.
Yeah, so we're going to get queued up here and get started.
Look, Airballs.
Welcome to Creep Show 2. So yeah, this was the first Creep Show that I ever saw. Believe it or not, I'd probably seen this one 2 or 3 times before I saw the original one. Back
what a great movie too, and a great scene.
Yeah, and I kind of remember the Creep in the theater type thing. Maybe that may have been on the DVD or something, or I could have seen it on TV too.
I think Tom Savini designed the first one, didn't he? And then the second one, I don't know who did that. So this one, yeah.
It's killed 5 people already.
I never saw this until like much later when it came out on DVD.
Yeah, I don't think this is one that I rented back in the day, but for as old as it is, it does have some pretty good shots in it and scenes, and it's a pretty good movie actually.
It's got some awesome practical effects, and so does this one, really. Critters!
Yeah, Critters, like, there's a couple of horror movies on there interviewing people.
There it is! That little kid!
He was like the little kid in the last Conjuring movie, the demon kid.
Yeah.
But it's like you kind of rooted for the Critters a little bit in this movie too.
Yeah, I think that's what happened with all these movies, like Critters and Ghoulies. You just rooted for the monsters. But especially Munchies. There's the...
Yeah, this is clearly a very old TV spot right here.
But there's the quote that got used 1 million times to promote this movie.
Right. I think it's even on the poster.
And then you got the shots of... I think it was a smart idea to show the shots of like the demons, coming out like that. Because that was really kind of state-of-the-art back then.
Really, was there any movie before this that did that almost first-person view running through the...
No, not like that I can remember.
I thought the movie was completely great.
This movie is fucking killer. I love it.
I shit my pants.
So, yeah. This is the sequel, which effectively is just kind of a higher-budget remake of the first movie.
I probably saw this more than any movie in the 80s.
That's a classic cover right there for sure, too.
Yeah.
You
remember when they used to have the standees and stuff that had that on it in video store? One of my favorites now, yeah.
Yeah, this is another one that was always around the video store. Tom Holland, probably he did this one and Child's Play, but I would say that this one is probably the cult classic of the two. I would say, wouldn't you?
Yeah, because Child's Play is more of actual, like, huge blockbuster or something.
Needs a better release, though, I think.
You got somebody driving up to an old mansion.
I smell Charles Band.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I give Charles Band a lot of shit, but, the Ghoulies movies are all killer. I actually watched this one again not too long ago, and it's a lot of fun.
His movies just weren't very good. I mean, they weren't well made. And they had some good concepts to them.
Now, this is definitely the one that kind of, like you were saying, inspired a lot of those other creature movies.
Yeah.
This one was what, 84? 83, 84?
I think so, yeah. But
Dick Miller there. I've seen this movie so many times, though. I don't know, like, if there's any way I'd watch it again anytime soon, but it's definitely a classic.
It's basically a kid's... It's like one of those movies that's a bridge to other horror films, too. Like, anybody can watch it. Unlike this movie, which is fucking amazing, but I don't think it's for everyone.
The NECA figure, the one that they did for Scream Factory is like worth a flat fortune now, don't you?
I've got it over here.
Yeah, I think it's like a couple $100 now.
Seriously?
Yeah.
God.
If you scream, you're dead.
One of the best movies ever made that nobody knows about, really. Still. And
Yeah,
Reanimator.
I love this one, too.
That's
Barbara
just
Crampton, like in
classic.
this movie in particular, she's one of the hottest women that there ever was. Ever.
She's still hot. You remember her in You're Next? I mean, she's still amazing.
Yeah, for her age, she looks damn good.
But this scene always freaked me out when I was a kid. When the guy, I guess he was like a bodybuilder or something, comes back to life and kills everybody. There's a tall man.
This is another one I've seen. Just God, I don't know. Great soundtrack, great effects in this.
Yeah, just a great movie overall.
Yeah, great cast.
Yeah. James Karen probably was the best one in it.
James Karen was awesome, man. I thought Tom Matthews did a great job in it. Oh, and of course, our favorite.
God, yeah, this movie that gave us nightmares for real.
I mean, this movie did cause a big stir back in the day, too, because, Santa Claus was murdering people.
He ain't supposed to do it.
Look, it ain't right.
I don't understand really the big deal about this, but I guess that back then it was, but now it's like...
Right. It's tame compared to...
Yeah. I mean, it's not the actual Santa Claus. They did a movie like that, too.
Like, Sleepaway Camp, though, is another one. Like, this one was, what, 83, I think? 84?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, 83.
Could you imagine seeing that in its initial run?
No.
The last scene in it, what people were like. People were like, huh?
I remember seeing it and thinking, like, I don't know how old I was, probably like a teenager, and just being like, what? I didn't really get it. And then you don't get older.
Angela has a Peter.
Oh, I see. That's disturbing.
This is like one of the only movies with Dee Wallace in it where she doesn't really look like your mom or something. Like she's a bit younger in this one.
I like it at the end where she turns into like a cute werewolf.
Yeah, like a chihuahua.
Yeah, it's like what a fucking Ewok or something.
Yeah, a Shih Tzu.
Shih Tzu. Well, The Howling is a great movie, though.
They made quite a few sequels, too. Of this movie as well.
Yeah. And now, speaking of a movie, like, you can't imagine seeing for the first time. Like, I can't imagine going in Hellraiser and being like, oh, wonder what this is.
That's Hellbound Hellraiser 2. It's so killer. We saw it. God, you see that shit sticking out of that guy's head? I want to tell you so apart.
Starts Friday, December 23rd. Check newspapers for listing.
So that is the concept. What do y'all think? You think it'll be good?
I think it's going to be all the way live.
It's all the way live. So that is it for this video. We will be back. Let us know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, video response, all that good stuff down there. I don't know if you can video response anymore, but that's kind of what we did back in the day.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but I like it though. It's good to go back and revisit some of these trailers and TV spots because I'd forgotten about a lot of them, but some of them I actually remember seeing on TV.
Yeah, and the concept is, I mean, if we do them again, it'll be the feature-length trailer, so we'll be able to kind of BS a little bit more, but this is just a little bit of a test run idea that we had put together. But we will be back at some point in the near future. I know we're trying to do some interviews and other ideas for shows and stuff like that, so we will keep you guys informed. Check us out on Patreon, DEADPIT on Patreon.com, and of course,
DEADPIT.com. Come on.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. DEADPIT on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old DEADPIT radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows and fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. DEADPIT on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.